Do you think people could change?
Oh, we're going straight off the bat like that.
Well, no. Okay. Well, no. Because, okay. So for me, this is just my philosophy in life is that I think everybody has the ability to change for the better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you have the same outlook on life.
If people, repeat the question again.
Do you think people have the ability to change?
Yes. Actually, I think people do have the ability to change.
I think people have the ability to change, but I think there's also like people have to choose to change.
Yeah.
Like there are some people that like they grow and just like try to stay the same, and they don't choose change for themselves, and then it kind of like gets too comfortable to a point where it's like they don't want to leave that state of comfortability.
Yeah. A lot of people, they can choose to change if they wanted to. But most of the times, what I've seen, people only change for the other person. So they're more likable towards them.
So you don't think they do it for themselves?
Some people do. Don't get me wrong. Right? Like, an example would just be like me. Like, I've changed myself like constantly, like a lot. Right? Just to like make myself an overall better person, like take away the negative habits, the bad habits that I used to have and everything. Right? But people change to make themselves better, but also change to make themselves likable. Right? The people who change so others can like them back is really just like based off of, in my opinion, insecurities, just like trying to fill in a void to make everyone feel like they love this person and that they're loved.
But don't you think people just change over time? Because it's just growth.
Eventually, yeah, but some people don't change at all because they're like,
so then you don't think people
to an
can
extent.
You don't think everyone can change for the better?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's a choice.
So
slavery.
Do you think yes or no? It's a yes or no question. Do you think everyone has the ability to change?
Everyone has the ability to change. Not everyone chooses to use that ability to change.
So you don't believe everyone can change?
No, I believe that everyone can change, but like there's some people that just they choose to be stuck in that high school mindset, for example, right? Of like, oh, I'm stuck in high school. Or there's some people that just choose to not like they like what they do. Like for example, like I don't know, let's just say someone that wants to live at 9 to 5, right? And it's like there's that other friends like, no, you gotta do this, do that. You gotta like try to chase your dreams. You gotta, do these other things in your life, And it's like, no, I like what I do. I'm comfortable with what I am, who I am. So then they don't want to change to that extent. Does that make sense?
Not really, because then you're saying you don't think people, like even the worst people, even the people from your high school that you don't think have changed.
No, I think everyone can change. I think not everyone takes that chance to change.
Okay. So not in your perception, you don't think everyone takes that opportunity.
It's a choice at the end of the day.
Okay.
Maybe it's true. If you think about it, let's say it's a relationship, right? So this person tells you, look, okay, listen, I don't like the way you said this or you did this. This is my boundary, right? You can choose to change it, become a better person, and work around the boundary. So you want to do it. Same thing goes, like you can choose to go against the boundary and just keep doing whatever it is you're doing, right? So that's kind of like how I'm perceiving it.
Okay.
Where it's like you can change, it's just your choice if you want to.
So
but do you think they stay like that forever?
I think again, for me, I feel like it depends on their life scenarios. Like if they get faced with an ultimatum, maybe, right? Or if like life hits them so hard that whatever they used to do, then it forces them to change. I think that's also a possibility. But I think everyone can change.
Okay. Eventually, right? Everyone grows out of it.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I've seen like growing up, I've already seen like a lot of people who haven't changed and they kind of like still stuck in their same ways. And it's kind of just proving to me like you're choosing to stay in this habit, choosing to stay in this mindset or wherever the fuck you are, right? And at the end of the day, if you're gonna complain about your life or whatever, that's your choice. You're choosing this life. You're choosing to do this and that, right? It's your choice if you want to make it better, right?
Yeah.
I think to your point, I do believe that eventually people change.
Okay.
Because there was a point where it's like, I mean, I grew up with a very traditional, like, father, and every time I tried changing his views on like, let's say it was a political conversation or just how things are in a Western view, it was hard for him to understand where I was coming from because he his fundamental beliefs were so headstrong, and his Filipino pride was very strong too. But towards it as he's getting older, it's like he knows a lot of the things that he grew up to learn to be true weren't very true. You know, like he grew up to realize like, oh, now things are different and things do change. Like the world always changes, right? Like it's not always going to be the way it was during his time. Like now it's a different time.
Yeah.
So I do think eventually, yeah, people do change.
So the reason I ask is because today we're going to be talking about giving people second chances, and if you guys think people deserve second chances.
Do you believe people deserve second chances?
I think everybody deserves a second chance. Yeah.
Okay, wait. What's a second chance?
Just like someone messes up, and then you can either choose to forgive them and give them a second chance in your life. I think that's a second chance.
What you?
I agree. that's exactly how I'd put it. Someone that has wronged you so much that you're like, all right, that was your shot, buddy. Peace out. And then you go, wait a minute. Maybe we'll try again.
Yeah.
Or I'll give you another chance. Do you think you're as lenient to giving people a second chance, or would they have to earn it?
I think it depends on the situation, but they have to be deserving of it.
Yeah.
You know, like
sure.
If someone, depending on what they did to me, if I know that I can see them grow and like they're actively trying, then they deserve a second chance, in my opinion.
Right. Ken?
Wait, let me put my definition of a second chance first real quick.
Sorry.
I got a little style.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, Ken, yeah.
But yeah, kind of in a sense.
What's a second chance to you?
Same thing you guys kind of said. But also I perceive second chances as like an opportunity to grow and become a better person. Right? Because you can choose to do the same mistake or not do it. Right? So that's kind of what a second chance is like, in my opinion.
In addition to that, I feel like it's a chance to start over.
Exactly. But also,
Clean
like,
slate.
you have to know who you can give a second chance to and who you shouldn't give a second chance to.
So that means you don't think everyone deserves a second chance.
Yes.
Okay.
It sounds very contradicting. I'm like, this is my mindset. It's like, I think everyone deserves a second chance, but at the same time, like, not everyone. You know, to me, when I say not everyone, it's just based on the severity of damage that they've done to me.
Okay,
right?
fair.
Oh, I would also add on to that, not just the severity of the damage, it's like, if it doesn't bring me peace having them back,
then you don't give them a second chance.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, like, if it's like, I would want to, but if in my heart that shit really hurts, it stings, having them around, it's just a reminder of what they did, then maybe I'm not ready to, like, forgive and forget. It's not that they can't change. I think it's just that I don't think I'd be in the place to forgive and forget.
Yeah, because I mean, back in your head, it's gonna be like a constant reminder that the person did that and shit, right? It's like, yo, I'm gonna hold this against you without even knowing I'm doing that.
Yeah,
and it's like a whole toxic cycle towards it.
You don't want to resent them.
Yeah, exactly. But damn, bro, second chances are always hard. 'Cause I'm like, it's always up for debate. It's like, should I really give it to them? Should I not? It's like, I want to, but at the same time, I don't want to get hurt again.
But here's the thing. I think with second chances, it's like, even for me, if I would give people second chances, I don't expect people to give it back to me.
Why?
Because it's like, you can't expect that of everybody. You know what I mean? If I did someone really dirty, right, I don't expect them to forgive me just because of my own perception. And like, if
how you view yourself.
Yeah, like, even if I think, like, let's say I'm making the change within myself and I'm being a better person, I'm not going to be like, I deserve a second chance, because that's just like, that's up to you. That's up to the person who I've done wrong to decide if I deserve it. So if you did someone wrong, do you think you deserve a second chance?
No. But same thing you said earlier, like, I don't expect them to. Like, I would want one, but if they don't want to give it to me, by all means, I'm respecting that decision. I've hurt you in a way that was, very bad, or whatever the severity was. And if you think you're going to find peace by, like, cutting me off and not giving me a second chance, by all means, anything that will be beneficial for you, right? Because I don't want to, like, put you through something again, right? Because I know for a fact, in the back of your head, you're going to be more cautious and be more wary. And I don't blame them for that, right? but also it's like if you think I don't deserve it, that's completely fine. I fucked up. I'll admit that. I'll apologize, and that's it, right? Because I don't want to. I want a second chance, it's like, damn, nah.
Yeah, but that's not up to you to decide.
Yeah. Like I can't just say that, right? Because then if I'm begging, it's like, dude, you're just trying to like show something.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you even deserve it at that point?
Yeah.
If you're begging.
Like, dude, I don't know. It seems embarrassing.
What about you, Dom?
Like same thing as you guys said. I don't expect it. I would love it because I feel like, for me personally, I feel like I always choose to like grow as a person and then come back better. Like I always have this thing where it's like, if I've made a mistake, my second time around is going to be a lot better. Like that's the mindset I had when it came to my G2, my driving test. I was like, you know what? Give me a second shot. It's going to be done, deal with. So when it comes to like anything else, if I get a second go at it, I always strongly believe in myself. But like, again, whether it pans out successfully is not up to me.
Yeah.
Right?
What is it that you think you deserve a second chance at?
Like in what regard?
Just like
in what regard?
okay, let's
Give
talk
me
about
a context.
let's talk about family.
Family, like I've done my family wrong.
Like, has there ever been a time that you did something disrespectful to your family and you feel like you deserve a second chance?
I can answer that on my end.
Yeah, what do you think, Ken? Have you ever done something wrong to your family that you think you deserve a second chance?
Oh, fuck yes, bro. I've done my family wrong many times. I'm not proud of it, but I'm gonna narrow it down to like a family member, my little brother. You know, growing up when you're kind of like the middle child or like, you know, just the older one, and then you have a younger sibling come in, like you kind of miss that attention, right? So in a sense, I kind of neglected my little brother growing up because I'm like, yo, fuck you, dog. Like, where's my attention?
I want
and
the
shit?
attention.
Yeah, I wanted the attention, right? Because I missed that. Because my mom would always give it to me, and then when it was gone, it's like, damn. So then, in a sense, I'm like, I hated my brother, neglected him, right? And every time he wanted to play, it's like, no, bro, I don't want to play, right? Like I give him like an ounce of attention once a week or something, right? Very fucking bad, and like, yeah, like I regret that. I wish I had a second chance to become a better brother at a younger age. Right, but at least now we're learning. You know, him and our relationship is like getting stronger from what I'm seeing, and like I'm making the effort, more of an effort than I would before, to become a better brother towards him.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I think when you asked me that in regards to family, if I was my family, I would not give myself a second chance.
No, I'm saying like, has there ever been a time? Name a specific time that you did your family wrong.
Well, like I don't know if I necessarily did anything wrong. I did have a lot of false promises when it came to like my success in terms of school and like where my career would lead to from school, like, you know, post-secondary and whatnot. And I felt like a big burden to my parents, and that I was just such a huge disappointment. So when it came to that stuff, I would not personally give myself a second chance. I was graced by them by giving me multiple chances. But I don't know. I don't think I would give myself a second chance if I was them. I don't think I just.
That's unconditional love.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think for me, I wish I spoke up sooner about like certain issues in my family, because then if I because I didn't speak up, I've just resented or treated like certain people and certain family members like I would lash out more. I would be more mean. Like specifically my sister, I feel like I could be a little bit nicer to her. And so if I had just spoken up about things that were going on and told her, hey, like, I don't like when you do this, then I probably wouldn't be as mean and I wouldn't lash out. And obviously like me being mean is not justified, but I think that's one thing that I feel like I wish I did. I would ask for a second chance in terms of like fixing the relationship. She's not gonna watch this. I hope her girlfriend's not listening, because then also like she will tell her. But no, no one's ever gonna find this.
Oh, my mom watches.
Oh no!
If you're watching this, I'm just joking. Does your
brother watch?
I don't know if my brother watches. I don't think he does. I hope not.
Of all, do you think that with what the both of you had said, like with you with your brother, with you with your sister, do you believe that you're making the advances to change yourself right now for the better for them?
Yeah.
Because if now we're talking about second chances, technically by being self-aware and acknowledging where you've made mistakes, you can still change your ways, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. But like right now, I'm not the best at it. I am trying
To unlearn
unlearn stuff and also like just be better at being a sister.
Ken?
I think I'm growing as a brother and a human being. You know, I know where I went wrong, so I'm trying to fix that.
Yeah.
You know, so like one thing that I'm doing to my little brother is like I'm kind of teaching him lessons, like just like general life lessons that I've experienced, and giving it to him. I'm like, this will help you a long way. Please take it.
Yeah.
Okay. I told him straight up, I don't want you to fuck up like my sister and I have. Okay. I know that's a lot of pressure on him. I understand. I can see it from his perspective. But it's like, I want to guide you and just so you don't fuck up, you know? But you will fuck up, and that's the best part about it, which is very contradicting. But it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually wanted to ask this. If you guys are okay with answering, would you give your mom or dad a second chance
Ooh.
at
Well,
like one thing that they've done wrong to you?
I feel like my parents like didn't do really anything bad. I think the one thing that I spent a lot of time forgiving my mom specifically was when she did leave me at 4 years old in the Philippines to work here in Canada. I think that's where my childhood trauma like stems from. But that's one thing that I think I learned, and I'm still like learning to heal and forgive her for, which I have like just by, you know, educating myself on like how much of a sacrifice she made. And because of that, I have learned to be like, you know what, it's okay. Like she did it for us. I'm now in a better position in life. And, you know, she just wanted us to succeed. What about you, Dom?
I feel like same process where it's just like empathy is the ultimate like healer of that. It's just like you got to understand where they were coming from and what situations like they had to deal with, you know? Like I think there are many times where I already made my mind up on my dad and my mom, where I was just like, nope, there's no coming back. That's it. I'm done. You know, maybe in the future, but I'm done. And it was never the case, because I don't think I've ever been the person to just hold a grudge. As much as like some people think I am, I don't think I've ever been one to hold a grudge, because it's just like you hold so much heavy weight in your heart that it's like, what's the point? You know, it's just like that shit's too heavy. Like let it go. How about you, Ken? Would you?
Wait, Ken, I want to ask you this.
Here we go.
Do you think if your dad ever came back to
I
your life?
fucking knew there was gonna be a question like this.
You asked the first question.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, wait.
So-
Wait.
If your dad ever came back to your life, do you think you'd give him a second chance?
Oh yeah. Surprisingly, yes. As much as like you guys have like kind of like heard me banter and like put like this like hate on my dad from before, I would, but only for my brother and my sister and my mom, not for me.
Ooh, okay. Explain.
Meaning like, I don't care what you don't do for me. I care about what you do for my other
For
ones.
them.
For like my mom, my sister, my brother, right? Neglect me all you want, but I need you to at least take care of the others, right? Like be there for them. Like give them the love that we all needed. But like I'm done, right? It's like I'm not gonna go back on that, right? And yeah, so like I would give him a second chance, but just not for me, just for like my other family members.
I was gonna say you've refrained from the question. It's would you give him a second chance, not would they.
Well, I mean, I think he's
Right.
answering as in like
I know
he would
he's
give it,
answering. I'm
but
saying,
like
Yeah.
for
you
himself.
don't do it for you. You are doing it collectively because you think it's what's best for your family.
Yes. Would I give him a second chance just for me?
to build
No.
a relationship with you.
Okay, well then I want to ask this: would you forgive your dad?
I already did.
But I mean, this doesn't feel like. I mean,
That
okay,
does
now
not
no, listen.
yeah.
Would you take your dad back? Not your family. Would you take your dad back?
No.
Okay.
Like
You think
I can forgive, and I can't really forget it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like if he were to try and come back to my family, I don't think I'd accept it, right?
Mhm. But
But I'll forgive you. Just like you know, I don't want to deal with that shit.
You
Fight
think
for your
he's
family.
you think he's gone to a place of no return?
For me,
Yeah.
no, because I remember one time. Oh, damn, we're gonna get personal out here.
Wait,
Mom.
so then okay, go on.
I know I'm very contradicting. I'm very.
I want to hear. I want to hear why.
Okay, so I remember one time, right? So this is when I was like really like hating my dad like a lot, right? And then he had like an accident in the Philippines, where I think he was like close to like dying or something, right? For some reason, this may sound really fucked up. I thought I would feel like a little bit of like
Hurt.
no. I thought I'd feel like happy or something. I thought like, oh, because I'd had scenarios where like if something happened to him, I wouldn't give a fuck. Like I would just not like just disregard the whole thing. For some reason, when I heard the news, I froze, and I was like, I'm not what I thought I was gonna think. I was more worried. I was more like, dude, I was just about to lose my dad. Why am I feeling this way? You know, and it just hit me. I'm like, maybe I don't hate you that much, you know. But yeah, I think it's just like, you know, it's very contradicting in my mind.
No.
No,
Like-
it's
like-
all valid.
I wanna like I've forgiven him already, right, for like everything, but I don't think I'd like take him back.
Yeah.
You know,
Correct.
for yourself.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Your feelings are blurry.
a little bit.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because like I like you know how you feel, but if it came down to it all, you're not sure.
yeah. Like I can say all the shit I want, but if it did come down to it, I wouldn't know what to fucking say.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the way I'm like seeing it is like, think of it like this, right? So let's say a friend did you horribly wrong.
Which we'll
Right?
touch up on later.
Okay, yeah. A friend did you horribly wrong, right? You can forgive them, but would you really want them back in your life?
It depends.
Exactly.
You know what it is that Tupac thing where it's like, I still want to see you eat, just not at my table.
Exactly. That's kind of like what I'm aiming at.
Yeah, I get
Right.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, dude, you know, do your shit, but just don't come to me.
Yeah.
You know.
I was just gonna
Damn,
add on.
that got deep on my
I
end.
was gonna add on like the way you were like, oh, like I know it's gonna sound like messed up, like, but like I kind of wish I thought I would be happy. I feel like that's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah,
Sounds
I think
very
it's
weird.
I think
very fucked up to say.
I think
No,
I think
yeah.
it might be messed up on a moral standpoint, but it's a human feeling.
Yeah.
I think you don't be so hard on yourself. in that
Don't
regard.
don't try that. Don't try that.
No, like genuinely, like I think a lot of us try to like refrain ourselves from thinking so negatively because we're like, oh no, this sounds like something a serial killer would say, or like, you know, like it sounds something like mental, like, you know, but you can't change how you actually feel. Like if that's how you thought you would feel, it's normal, you know. Should, if anything, the fact that you were like already thinking, no, this is bad, like that's your moral compass speaking.
You guys are lucky I'm an open book right now.
You guys are lucky.
You guys are so lucky.
Great content, guys.
There's always like these scenarios that like my family ever tell me that like if they had like a kid outside and like how would you welcome that if you did, like I don't know if you do,
Like if I had like what like
yeah, like if you had found out like, you know,
oh like a brother I didn't even know I had.
yeah
How would I react? I feel like I do.
you'd be like friends with,
I don't know.
you'd be, like,
A lot of okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of Filipino families they have like other families as well.
but it's also like they're like, oh, taboo, we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
you know?
So if we are touching that, I'm sorry, but how would I welcome? Honestly, I'm fine with welcoming it. You know, whoever they are, as long as they're not like being a bitch to me or anything like that.
yeah, or asking for
Right?
something. I feel like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if you're not like asking for,
Yeah, as long as like we can connect on like a good basis, like I don't see the
Yeah.
problem,
for sure.
right? Unless you're like doing me dirty or you disrespecting my own family just because there's two families, then that's where I'm like, all right, yo, fuck that family, fuck your family, you know? It's like I'm gonna chill with mine.
I feel like it's like I'm trying to build a relationship, not a partnership. Like,
Exactly.
we're not trying to create some transactions here. You know, it should be like we're family.
Yeah.
What would a family have to do, or like what would it take for you not to forgive a family member?
Oh.
Like what would they have to do for you to be like, oh, that's unforgivable?
I actually don't know.
Interesting.
A family member. Oh. I know this one. Fuck, I can't tell the story though.
You don't have to tell the story, but you can just.
Yeah. For me, I draw the lines like if a family member just disrespects my mom, right? Or in general anyone, if you disrespect like my mom, I'm done.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you are, if we've been friends for a long time, short time, or like you're a family or cousin, like if you disrespect, dude, no.
Yeah.
That's the line. Like you can't do that shit. Yeah. Right? I love my mom to death, bro, so I can't. That's just disrespect.
What about you, Dom?
Not for like specific family, but I feel like if you've talked shit about my dad, you're out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
You can't
chance.
forgive them.
No, not at all. You don't speak ill of the dead.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
What about you?
I think if like anybody has put any of my family in harm's way,
Ooh.
like if you ever endanger any of my family, I'm like, okay, like was it like their ill intent?
Yeah.
Like, did you mean to do that? And then if you did, then I'm like, yeah. Okay, well, now that we're, I want to segue into friendship and like forgiveness and second chances. So I know you mentioned, like friends and like if your friends messed up.
Yeah.
Was there ever a friendship you had where they messed up and would you take them back?
I feel like I've gone through a lot of friendships where they fucked up.
Would you take them back?
Ooh, honestly, because it's friendships, I think I honestly would, because I feel like it's easy, not easy, but it's like it's one of those things where you can see them again, right? As opposed to like a relationship. Does that make sense? So like if my friend fucks up and they apologize, I'm giving them a second chance. It's easier to like linger with that pain than it is to like a relationship where like because we're working towards something and it's nothing beyond a friendship, then
It's harder.
yeah.
Sorry, would you guys forgive a friend if they were talking shit behind your back and you knew of it?
Are they still doing it?
You don't know, I guess. That's up to you.
Then I feel like then they don't deserve a second chance. If you think that they're still doing it, then there's no growth. Like the criteria for me for forgiveness is that like you have to have grown about why we weren't friends anymore. If I did them wrong and they told me and then I didn't change anything about it and then now they're not friends with me, then that's understandable. So let's say now the roles are reversed. If they did something wrong to me and I didn't want to be friends with them, but they now are actively changing the thing that they did wrong with me, like within themselves, and they're trying to be a better person, then I would take them back.
There's got to be deep internal work being done.
Yeah.
Ken?
If someone's talking shit behind my back, well, for me, it's like I really don't give a fuck. Right? But it's more or less like, no. Because I'm like, okay, if you're just talking shit behind my back and not in front of my face, what's worth keeping you around?
Yeah.
Like I want to hear the disses that you're saying right in front of me. Like what?
Roast me in front of
Yeah,
you.
like, fucking do it, dude. No balls. Like come on. Like honestly, I would cut them off. Like if they're talking shit behind my back, it's not worth having that energy around, right? It's like why the fuck would you want to have those types of people in your life the whole time, right? Knowing in the back of your head that they're there. But that's just like my point of view on it. Why? What about you?
I'll still be friendly because I like being the bigger person. But a leech is a leech.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like keep you, around my close friends. Like that's my team.
Yeah.
I can't have snakes in my team. Right? It's like what Sarah said, you have to do the deep internal work to change, to progress. And for me, second chances are you have to be like you have to earn it.
Yeah.
Right. Even just for forgiveness, it's just like not only do I need an apology, I need actions that follow up that apology.
Yeah.
Like that's how I perceive forgiveness. Is like if there's no actions followed up, then sorry is just another word for you.
I remember this one time where I found out this guy was talking shit behind my back because like my friend told me, right?
Yeah.
And it was funny. And I'm like, wow, dude. Okay. So I was like chilling, but like I kind of stuck around just because it was fun knowing they did. And every single thing they did, I'm like, in my head, like, you talk shit about me. It was just funny to me, man.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. There's like a lot of scenarios like this in my life.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And I don't know what it is. I like being around people that I know have talked shit about me without them knowing I know they've talked shit about me.
Yes.
It's just really fun.
Oh, it's super
It's
fun.
like I'm playing with fire, bro. It's like I will do everything to piss you off even more and make you hate me more just because I want to get a reaction out of you.
This guy's a gaslighter.
Bro.
Only
No,
in that sense. Okay, that was me before. Now it's like my friend groups are all healthy, they're all positive, it's all normal.
Right.
But I'm just saying, a couple of years back, if you asked me and these questions, like, dude, that's exactly how I was. Just like, I don't give a fuck what you say about me.
Right.
I'm gonna have fun with this.
All right, this might be a personal one for me, but like, would you keep a friend around if they're hanging out around those people that talk shit about you?
I don't think I would have them around me. Because it's like,
Right.
to me, how can you let someone talk about, like, if I'm friends with someone and they're talking shit about that friend in front of me, it's my responsibility as a friend to defend them.
Right.
Because they're
That's
my
facts.
friend.
That's facts.
So, like, for me to sit there and have someone talk shit about my friend and I'm not have me not say anything, I think that's just wrong. And the thing is, like, I would have to cut off that friend to be like, out of respect for my friend, you know, like what, like that's just.
Is that the right one?
That's the right one. I know
Yeah,
it's
it
the right
is.
one.
It's clapping
I
right
know
now.
damn well it's the right one.
Would you?
I'll answer before he answers.
Yeah.
Add some suspense to you guys. You guys ready? Yo, drum roll, please. Is that a good drum roll sound? Is that really
That
bad?
sounds terrible. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Let's just pretend that's a
I'm
drum
cutting
roll.
it out. I'm cutting it out. It's all
Oh,
good.
damn. Leave that in. Leave that shit in.
Go.
Anyways. Honestly, I think. Can you repeat the question? I'm gonna add.
Would you keep a friend around if they're still hanging out with the people that talk shit about you?
No. I mean, same thing Sarah said. That's disrespect on my friend, right? Like, I've had friends where they've asked me like, "Hey, can you cut this person off?" Right? That's just out of respect for me. I'm like, yeah, of course. The fuck. It's like there's no doubt about it because I wouldn't want like the energy.
No. I'm saying, would you keep a friend
Oh, keep a friend.
that's
Sorry.
still friends with the people
No.
talking shit about you?
No. Right? Because if they're still hanging out with them, then it just sounds like they just kind of want to know more. That's how I kind of see it. But yeah, no, I thought I had a good point, but I misinterpreted the question.
Would you?
Oh, good. I have.
You keep a friend around that talks shit about you.
I have kept. No, I didn't keep a friend that talked shit about me. I said I have kept a friend who is still friends with the people
Why?
that talk shit about me. Why? Dude, honestly, that's a good question. Honestly, that's a very good question. I don't know why, actually. I don't know.
I mean, that's like different. Like, if let's say I had a friend that is like friends with people that I used to be friends with, but I'm no longer friends with, I think it's perfectly okay that they're friends with someone because, like, just because I'm not friends with them any longer doesn't mean they shouldn't be friends with them. You know what I mean? Like, the reason my friendship ended with them is outside of that person.
I guess from my perspective, or at least from like, it's like a team thing. Like, you know, you would want like your team to be your team. Like, this is like maybe just me as a guy. My team is my team. I can't have you jump into another team playing for them and then coming back to me. That's like, I guess, even though I still allow it. Like, I've allowed it.
Yeah.
I definitely see where I might be disrespecting myself by keeping that energy.
Yeah,
around.
you don't
I
respect yourself.
myself.
You know what we call those people? Homie hoppers. That's what we call them.
Oh, like
The term for homie hoppers
just
not-
okay.
Just okay.
Just okay.
I know what I said.
Ken, you always on the pod. Listen. You always say the wrong things on the podcast. Do you remember when you were sad and you said you were down bad?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And then now homie hopper as in a friend that just jumps friends group.
Ken doesn't understand Gen Z terms. yo.
Listen.
This guy.
Listen. I'm stupid, dog. Okay?
Bro,
Just-
Urban Dictionary.
Honestly,
I'm not on there all the time.
Just Google like what
Nah.
just
Listen.
Linda,
It has
listen,
a different
listen.
meaning, okay? You can give it a different meaning. I'm just saying.
Ken gives. He's the type of person to go on dictionary and then like give.
I don't think you deserve a second chance. How dare you? How dare you?
So I'm the friend that doesn't deserve a second chance.
Yes, you're off the podcast right now.
Do you guys have a friend that you would give a second chance to?
Oh, I was just about to ask that. I'm trying to think.
I do. I think any of my friends that I'm no longer friends with, if they ever came back in my life, I would welcome them with open arms.
I do. So me and Sarah had a whole conversation beforehand, and I said those exact words. She just took it for the podcast.
Hey.
Oh, you're not denying it.
Hey. Listen, this was
Trying to get
always
some
my
highlights
thing.
out, man.
But yeah, no, I totally agree.
Is there? This is hard. I'm kind of just used to ghosting friendships. I mean, it's a
Damn.
mutual ghost though, so it's like.
I mean, no wonder girls ghost you. Like,
Damn.
you do it to
Yeah.
your friends, you know?
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to like right now in my mind happening right now. I'm gonna describe it to you guys. I'm like going through like it's like random pages of like all the friends I've made in the past. Honestly, is there another friendship I would try or give a second chance to? No.
Wow. So do you have like ex friends, like friends that you're no longer friends with? If they came back to your life, you would not take them back.
No.
But wait. Okay,
Actually-
let me break it down. Now let's break it down a little bit. Ex friends because they did you wrong, or ex friends because y'all faded?
It's because we just faded, bro. I don't know. I feel like I haven't had any like real friendship breakups, right?
Really?
Because I mean, most of the people I've like surrounded myself with my whole life, like we just all faded, right?
Right.
But the ones that have like I've stayed with or whatever is like here and there. It's like we never ended off in bad terms. We didn't really talk shit. Like I hated drama. I never wanted to be involved in
Facts.
drama. So like those are the type of friends you do need is like people who aren't into fucking drama because it makes your life so much easier, right? Like yeah, that's my life's been kind of like drama free. So I've been blessed enough to not really go through a whole friendship breakup.
That's so good. Then that means it's
Yeah.
like mutually, it's a
Yeah.
mutual breakup, if anything.
Yeah, and most of the friendship that I do have, it's like if we don't talk to each other from a long time, it's like once I see them again, it's like just easy catch up, right? It's like there's no resentment, no nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's a mutual understanding that that's life. People are just friendships just fade,
Yeah.
you know. It's like life just goes on.
So Dom, would you take your friend back? If you did would you take a friend back that's done you wrong?
Here's the thing: is I'm always friendly.
No.
You can't speak for me. I'm always friendly. I'm always friendly, even if it's someone that I despise. Like I think that's the funny thing is
So you're fake.
no.
Okay.
No. Me being friendly is because that's who I am. Right? Like
Fake.
No. Whoa, pause.
Okay, I'll let you talk.
Being friendly is who I am. Just because like they did me wrong doesn't mean I feel the need to do that back. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm always gonna be friendly, whether I'm willing to allow that same energy back into my life. That depends on again the change they've made. If they're different, and they don't.
Is there a specific friend
What do you mean? Is there a specific
that you would
friend?
take back?
There are specific friends that I would take back for sure, but not for the sake of like they did me wrong. It's for the sake that we grew apart or we faded, you know. But for people that have done me wrong, for some reason, the friends that I did wrong, I already knew. Like I already knew that they were gonna be a bad seed. Does that make sense? Like I feel this is just a me thing. I have a general sense of like what kind of person people will turn out to be just based off behaviors, gestures, the way they treat others.
Mm-hmm.
And so from the get-go, when like I'm in high school and I was friends with all these different people, I kind of knew who was gonna switch up and who was gonna like talk shit or cause drama. Because it was like past, like based off what they've done in like their patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I already knew someone was gonna whoever has done me wrong, I already anticipated for it. And when it came to fruition, it was like you didn't surprise me. You just proved me right. You know, as much as I tried to like root for you to change and do better,
Yeah.
I already knew.
All right. So then, because you think you have like this intuition or whatever, how do you know someone doesn't deserve a second chance?
If they haven't changed at all, I like, you know, same stuff. They haven't changed. What's the point of coming back for me? You know, like
what are like some of the signs that like the person's gonna turn on you?
I feel like you won't know. Like, how do you know that they will?
I think everyone. I don't know about, okay, maybe I can't speak for everyone, but on a general sense, isn't everyone kind of having their guard up already? Right, when you're slowly letting someone in, you kind of have your guard up already, no?
Sometimes I think you're always gonna be wary because like if it's happened before, it's like you're gonna protect yourself. It's like, how do you know it's not gonna happen again?
Exactly. So I think everyone would have their guard up, and so it's just a matter of they have to earn your trust and they have to earn your respect again.
Yeah.
You know, because at the end of the day, being friendly is not, you know, it's not that difficult of a thing to do. It's the other stuff. Am I willing to give you my trust, my energy, my respect again? That's the things that need to be earned. And then we can proceed towards, you know, because that's the base. If no base, we can't build a friendship, you know, or a relationship. Right?
What about you, Ken?
What?
What would it take for you to take them back?
Same thing as Dom. It's like building a base, right? Kind of then following up with your actions, essentially, right? It's like you can say whatever it is you say, but actions speak louder than words. Like actually going through with whatever it is you say, and you can take this however way you guys want, right? Like it can be through like a relate. I don't know if like I'm talking over it.
You are.
I respect you so much right now.
Is it done?
Yes, it's done.
Done. Yeah. Obviously, based on the actions, you can literally predict and like see how they're gonna become as a person, right? And you can take this in like a relationship sense, right? If they don't say they're gonna change or they're gonna, you know, not do these certain things, but they still do it, then that's how you know that relationship is not worth keeping around, and that, you know, this person, I already gave them a second chance. Why should I give them a third? You just gave me another reason why I shouldn't give you like any more chances.
So then now I want to pose this question. Has there ever been a time that you've done a friend wrong?
100 times. Yep. And I've done friends wrong without knowing I did until they brought it up. Right. And at that point, I'm like, oh shit, man. It's like in my I'm not defending myself, but in my perspective, it's like it was an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Right. I obviously was not thinking. Right. I just happened to do it. And I'm glad that they told me, because it shows that there's them telling me what I did wrong and it hurt them. It shows to me that they want the friendship to still grow and still like prolong. And actually we want to work around it and get better. Like that's how I see it.
And did they take you back?
Eventually, yeah. Some of them. Right. But yeah, it's like you just have, if you're really willing to make a friendship work or a relationship work, you got to follow up with actions. Right. And just letting you guys know, you have to be self-aware of your actions, because sometimes you won't know, because you're just in the moment without thinking, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a natural thing.
What about you, Dom? Has there ever been a time that you've done a friend wrong?
For sure. I can't think of many right now. Because I feel like as soon as I do it, I'm already on my apology train, like ASAP. Like whatever it is, it's like I have a genuine like sense of like guilt, like right from the get-go. So it's like I'm already like, oh no, I'm sorry, like I won't do it again. Like, and I'm already trying to make the change of like not doing that same thing again. You know.
Did they take you back?
Always.
Why do you sound so confident? Like you expect it?
I don't expect it. Just as it's, you know, most of the time it's just
83%.
It is an honest mistake coming from my end. Like Ken said, usually it's just honest mistakes. Because the way I grew up when it came to friendships was just like you don't hurt people. Like you don't, or at least me, it's like I was never raised to like hurt people in that sense. You know,
You don't do it on
willingly.
purpose.
I don't do it on purpose. Yeah.
You don't hurt on people on purpose.
Yeah.
Now I want to talk about love. It's not the mood podcast. You guys have to say it.
It's not the podcast if we don't talk about love.
Yes. So, okay, in terms of second chances, Would you give your partner a second chance? Oh, no. Let me word it better. This one specifically I want to ask. If your girlfriend cheated on you, would you forgive them?
I'd forgive, but I wouldn't take them back.
Hmm.
Because if I do, take them back, that's like, I'm a fool for that,
Yeah.
in my opinion, right? It was in J. Cole's song. You guys know that lyric, whatever. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Can't put the blame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me 3 times.
Fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you. It's a good song. Anyways, but yeah, I'd be a fool to take her back. Because one, you already disrespected myself. You disrespected me. You literally showed me that you don't love me. That's how I'm perceiving it, right? And if you go to another guy for that whatever I'm lacking, then it just shows like, okay, we're not compatible, we're not good together, right? But if we voiced each other that like, yo, we can work this out, but you still deliberately choose to like, go out of your way and just like cheat, right? Then it's just like, nope, not taking you back. You went through that shit. That's a choice. Cheating is a choice.
Most people would not forgive cheating. I would forgive cheating.
Well, okay. Let's. Oh, I think I know the story. I know the story.
I think I told you about it.
Yeah, you told me about it. I remember.
But I think it depends on the circumstances. But for the most part, I think I would forgive if someone cheated on me.
I mean, yeah, I'd forgive it. Just don't take.
I love how you changed your
No,
opinion.
No. He didn't change it. He said
I'd forgive,
but we never take it
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
No, I would take someone back.
Okay. No, this is where we'll have the conflict.
No, I mean
conflict is just different.
It's
different point of
okay.
views.
See, my view.
Nah, fuck that.
My view is that like I would forgive someone for cheating on me. I would take back someone depending on the circumstances for cheating on me, but I wouldn't expect it of another person. Like same thing with friendship. If I had cheated on someone, I don't expect them to take me back or even forgive me because that's not up to me to decide. But I think if it happened to me, because I've known of it actually happening to people and it being forgiven and how their life turned out, I see cheating differently, in a different light.
And hear me out, guys. I completely agree.
I am against this.
Hear me out. Hear me out. I've also heard it from the other side where it is a very, very rough part to come back from, for sure. It takes a lot of healing, unlearning, and growing together, and forgiveness. 100%. A lot of trust needs to be built again. Doesn't mean it can't come back. I know. But I was a fool too. I'm gonna be honest. I have taken back like cheaters. I have succumbed to my own feelings towards a certain person because of them cheating on me. I still tried to make things work after the fact. Do I look back on it with regret? 100%, because that's just like, I feel like I hurt myself by just playing around with that because they weren't making the changes. Right? That's the difference maker in what she's saying is if that person is putting in the effort to change and really say, I made a mistake, I fucked up, I want to be better, and only for you, it can work out.
I get that. But to me, it's just like the damage that you've done to me is so painful.
That's valid.
It's like,
right.
I can't.
No, for sure.
Oversee that.
Yeah.
Like I said before, though, it's like if I can't look at you and have peace in my heart, then yeah, it's a no.
Yeah,
for sure. But I have heard instances where they've come back from it.
And I respect your opinion too. Like
I don't. I'm joking.
You don't respect your own opinion?
No,
Girl, you're not clear.
Yours.
I think in this context, just because one truth and there's another truth doesn't mean
Yeah.
No, I know that.
Yeah. And also, like, if you guys disagree with us, it doesn't necessarily mean you're wrong. It just means we have different opinions.
Yeah, and like, that's just you. That's how you personally see things, for sure. Like, yeah. I mean, right now in the state that I'm in, Would I take back a cheater? No.
So then you wouldn't take it.
I'm not saying that other people shouldn't.
No, so that means you disagree. So
No.
with
That doesn't mean I disagree at all. It means personally I could not.
Right now you wouldn't.
Right now I wouldn't. Doesn't mean that anyone else can't. As in, like, I don't invalidate someone else for doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
I don't think that it's wrong if they do it. I think I can't personally do that. If you have the capacity and the strength.
So now you're
to,
contradicting yourself.
how is that contradicting?
Because you're saying you wouldn't do it, but you just agreed with me saying that you would take someone back for cheating.
No, I agree that it is a possibility to come back from. I don't agree. I personally have the capacity or mental strength to do it.
That's just so confusing.
No, because I said that I have done in the past, but would I do it again? No. But I didn't disagree. I was not contradicting at all. If you run it back, I said I agree with you, but not in the sense that I could do it. I think anyone else could do it, and it's not a wrong thing to do. That's what I said.
What I've noticed is, sorry, it also relates to that, like how like some people can forgive cheating and like still take them back. It's based off of like what I've seen on like families in general, broken families in general, right? A lot of people have cheated, but they still remain with their significant other, right? And it's, to me, it's just like I still ponder on that, like how, you know, but it still makes me believe, like, is that actually true? Can people still take someone back even after they cheated? You know, this is my viewpoint. Is like I still think you should. I think you shouldn't, right? But I've seen other people do. But to me, it's just like that's just my view. It's like I don't think you should, right? Just having the constant thought that they cheat on you in the back of your head. It's like even after years later on, like what if like down the line it just gets brought back up, right? It's like you're kind of recalling the feelings. Like yeah, nah, that shit like fucked me up, right? And it's like I kind of don't want to like prolong that.
Yeah, that's a place of forgiveness that you have to come to, right? Like, and then again, I feel like with actions, things can change, right? No,
I'm sorry, bro. I can't think back a cheater. Nah, I can't. That's just me. That's just me.
Yeah, and that's like I respect that. Like if you don't think you could, like people shouldn't expect that of you. You know what I mean? Like if they cheat on you, they shouldn't expect that you forgive them.
Would you take someone back after they broke your trust?
In what way?
It's like
it depends on the context, but
that's in a just general context, you know, in a relationship sense.
like like how they got my trust in the first place. It's to be earned again, right? I think it's just something that needs to be earned again.
I think it takes if they broke my trust.
Yeah. Let's say they did something really bad.
Like not cheating necessarily, but then
like overstep the boundary. Let's say that.
I would probably.
It does depend on the severity of it all.
Yeah. Is it a boundary I've already set? Because the thing is, like, if I had told them already, like, hey, I don't like this.
Yes.
Don't do this. And they do it. It's not as bad as cheating, but it still hurts. And I don't know if, for me, I could, at the time, forgive that right away. Maybe eventually, but if it gets to the point where it hurts me too much, I might need to take a break.
Is there anyone you guys would give a second chance to in regards to relationships or friendship? Please comment down below. We'd like to hear, you know, what you guys have to say. And, you know, if you guys want to just, like, let some things out down in the comments, feel free to. This is a community. We'd like for you guys to share stories and, you know, help one another in the comments down below. Other than that, thank you guys for tuning into another episode of the Booth Podcast. My name is Ken.
Sarah.
And this has been episode 61, I believe. And just letting you guys know, the day that we're filming right now, we still have a couple Project U shirts in stock, size small and large, I believe. We will be doing a restock pretty soon, so we'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you guys go follow us down in the description down below. Follow down on all our socials, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And make sure to go follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Leave a review of 5 stars of rating. Oh, damn, that was very choppy. Anyways, guys, that's been a Booth Podcast. Hope you guys have a good night, good morning, wherever you are. And that's been it. Peace.